What is up guys, this is Tito back with another video on the Redmi K20 Pro, and today in this video I'm gonna be reviewing this MIUI 12.0.1 stable build for the Indian Redmi K20 Pro. So first things first, talking about the build itself, of course it is based on Android 10 and the security patch is of 1st June 2020. Here we have the MIUI version as 12.0.1 stable, and you can see the other stuff from here. The stock kernel is perf G2D, this kind of kernel, and this ROM I flashed manually with the Orange Fox recovery. If you don't know how to do that, here is a card for you. So I have been using this MIUI 12 for a couple of days now, and here are my impressions. Well, I was expecting a lot, but it did not quite meet those expectations. Why? Let me show you in today's video. The first thing which I have been noticing from day one on this ROM is the app drawer stutter on the Poco Launcher, which is there by default. But in the default launcher, when this kind of like lag happens or stutter happens in the app drawer itself, when you scroll, that looks and feels a lot like weird, and you do not simply expect that from a device which is powered by Snapdragon 855, of course. And these kind of lags makes the Redmi K20 Pro really sluggish. I would say this build is not even worth it to update from previous MIUI builds, like MIUI 11 builds. One thing that annoys me here is that if I swipe down from anywhere, as you can see in this Poco Launcher, keeps showing me this notification panel. I cannot go to the quick settings panel over here or the control center. I have to swipe from the right over here, then only I get to the control center. So yep, this thing I do not like at all here, that I cannot get to the control center from this panel. It is very convenient to just swipe from the right to the control center, swipe from the left to the notification panel, but that simply does not work from here. But that works from the status bar. Like if I swipe from here, notification panel, if I swipe from here, control center. Simplistic, right? So here is how the control center looks like. Of course, yes, it looks like kind of iOS and it does look very beautiful. And here, as you can see, these kind of animations do look amazing, but the Wi-Fi like devices does not appear right away. As you can see, it took a lot of time. So yeah, these kind of features are there, but yes, I would expect those to be a lot quicker. We have some toggles, of course, the floating window and stuff is there too, dark theme is there. Of course, all the toggles does work, reading mode and stuff is there, as you can see. And you can add a bunch of toggles from here too. As you can see, there are a lot more options if you want to add them over here. Now here you will notice I have been using this on-screen buttons, which I do not usually do. So let me show you why and what happens when I use the full screen gestures. Of course, I can open like stuff like these, like Chrome, Facebook, etc., Twitter. Let's open these too. Right now, if I try to go like this, as you can see, I cannot switch between apps on the, like just like the stock Android 10's gesture, I cannot just simply switch between apps just like this. If I want to switch between apps, either I have to go to the recents panel, then switch from here, or else I can do one thing, that if I can go here, and if I have that go back gesture kind of turned on, as you can see, go back previous app gesture, if I have this turned on, I can just do this and I can go back from here. As you can see, yes, it is quick. As you can see, I can just go back just like this, but it is not very convenient as this kind of gesture. That is why I cannot use the full screen gestures, at least on the MIUI 12. Sometimes, as you can see, there are a couple of bugs here and there. As you can see, I cannot tap here, but I can pull it down and stuff like that. So yeah, these things are there, these things keeps happening, and I can put it to the full screen, or I can, if I just want to close it, I can just click over here and swipe up just like this, and as you can see, it's gone. Now one more problem that I faced over here will be with the charging. Well, yes, while charging, the device gets a lot hot when compared to the other custom ROMs which I have used. Yes, it supports 18 watt fast charging, but that's like up to 50-60%. After 50%, I think it just stops charging at 18 watts for some reason. And here are the like ampere scores, or you can say the milliamps it consumed below 50%, and after 50% you can see on the screen on the left and right. So yeah, it is weird. It is pulling almost 3200 milliamps while charging below 50%. And whenever it goes above 50, it drops up to like 1200 milliamps. That is just weird. I mean, this should happen after 80% or something, but at least up to 75-80% it should charge on the 18 watt fast charging. And in terms of battery life, here are some screenshots for you guys. As you can see, it is not too good, but yeah, it is decent. Like, it offers decent battery life. I got about 6 and 6.5 hours of screen on time with that. So yeah, it is not too good, but it is not too bad either. Now talking about the ROM, yes, everything is typical MIUI, working great. This is how the stock dialer looks like, and here as you can see we have the speaker, then the mute option, and call recording option is there, video calling option is there, call adding option is there, everything is there. VoLTE and VO Wi-Fi both are working great, no issues with the VoLTE calling or VoLTE over Wi-Fi. Now let me quickly show you the fingerprint scanner speed here. I am on the always on display, this is why it's looking like this. I'm using the super wallpapers, and as you can see the animations are working flawlessly here. This is very smooth and it works 100% of the time. I've never seen the fingerprint scanner not working. The fingerprint scanner here works 100% of the time, no issues with the fingerprint scanner. It is very much reliable, a lot better than any other custom ROM, and it is very fast. Just look at this. So yep, the fingerprint scanner is way faster than it used to be, I think. Let me show you the face unlock speed here. Let's just double tap. Okay, so right now from the lock screen, if I just swipe up, and as you can see it unlocks, and it does this very good animations over here while the pop-up camera appears, as you can see. So yeah, looks good, feels good, unlocks faster, no issues with face unlock or the fingerprint scanner over here. Yes, the app locks and stuff are there and they are working totally fine. If you want to enter the password and stuff, you can click over here, or you can unlock it with the fingerprint scanner. Now let me show you the stock camera again. Yes, this stock camera is there and everything is working fine with this MIUI 12 stock camera, and the UI does look a lot different, but yes, it might take a little bit of time to get used to this. Like you have to go to the more section for the night mode and stuff. These things are weird. The vlog mode is present inside this more section too. They are not there in the video section over here. So yep, you can shoot up to 4K 60 FPS, so you should not worry about the video settings and stuff. But yes, it might like take you some time to get used to from the MIUI 11 stock camera. All the like 3 lenses are working fine, and the lens switching, as you can see, is way faster. As you can see over here, it is a lot faster than it used to be, I think. And I have also installed the Google Camera 7. It is working fine too, and night set and stuff with the Google Camera 7 should be working fine. If you want to install this Google Camera 7 on your device, here is a card for you. Let's talk about the Poco Launcher quickly. Over here to the left we have this kind of panel, but I don't actually like it. I actually disabled it, but I just enabled it right now before shooting the video. I disabled this vault section. It is like just not useful in my opinion. And double tap to sleep and stuff, everything is there over here, so that is not a problem. As you just saw, the widgets and stuff are working totally fine in the home screen. But again, that app drawer problem is just not like, whenever you see it, you cannot unsee it. That's how the problem is with the app drawer scrolling. And of course, this get apps thing is there. So if you accidentally open it, you're gonna see bunch of weird stuff, as you can see. So I don't really like this app to be there. Let me go back. So if you are fed up with MIUI stuff like these apps and stuff, just stick with a custom ROM or something. This is just not usable, or like this is just not feasible with MIUI. So if you want the super wallpapers, let me show you. You have to go to this wallpaper section, and then you go to my page, then wallpaper, then click on the super wallpaper, and then you get this like red planet option and the earth option. It shows all the animations whichever it does, and you can select the location from here, like whatever you want to see on the home screen. So you can choose that from here. So that's really cool. As you can see, it also shows the coordinates over here if you're interested in those. These super wallpapers do look amazingly well, and they are designed very good, and I like the MIUI 12 super wallpapers, not gonna lie. Now some more things which I do not like, let me show you. So here inside the fingerprint animation, you will still find these 4 only like animation. I mean, why? Can't they add a little bit more animations? Just these 4 animations from MIUI 11 to MIUI 12. This is just going boring in my opinion of this fingerprint scanner animation. We have only of like 4 of these. Even custom ROMs has a lot more animation options than these. So yeah, MIUI should have a lot of animations, at least for the fingerprint scanner, I think. And talking about the face unlock, I like one more thing here is that you can add multiple faces to like recognize your device. The always on display options, yes, there are plenty of them. As you can see, there are these clocks and stuff. Well, if you're using super wallpapers, this is not really useful, but again, the options are not as much as the Chinese MIUI 12. Now let's talk about the sound output, shall we? Of course, the sound output is very good over here, and you can have the sound effects from here. And again, the sound output, I have no complaints. In MIUI, one of the best things that you get is the sound output quality with the headphone jack and Bluetooth as well. Both are amazing, no issues with the sound output over here. Very good sound quality over here in this ROM. And in the vibrate on tap, you can set it to light, because the haptic feedback by default in the medium is like too harsh in my opinion. And I have been using it with the anti-flicker mode, no issues with that. And I don't know why it shows Chinese fonts over here. This is a Indian ROM, right? Weird. Right away I enabled developer options just because I wanted to have the animations at 0.5x. Let me show you. I have already set every 3 of these animations to like 0.5x. That is why every animation like going back and stuff feels smooth. So yep, just wanted to tell you guys that I did that. And I have also changed this default USB configuration to file transfer, because whenever I connect the phone with the USB cable to the PC, I want it to be in the file explorer mode in the PC. So yeah, in terms of daily driving performance with gaming and stuff, it should not be a problem, because the daily driving performance is good enough. You can play PUBG and stuff with HDR and extreme settings, and with Call of Duty you can get the like anti-aliasing and stuff with the highest settings possible. And here is the end-to-end Geekbench code of this ROM. And of course, banking apps and stuff should be working totally fine, no issues with that. DRM Info still stays as level 1 here, so that is not a problem either. So I know this is not a like really good review when you talk about MIUI features. I don't like MIUI, to be frank, and I don't like the MIUI 12's latest build either over here at all. If you are a custom ROM user, you're gonna hate over here. Like you're just gonna hate everything you see over here mostly, because all those animations doesn't give you justice about the usability or the conveniency of a ROM from your usage. So yeah, that's what I think, that's what I have been feeling over here. So I'm gonna just switch to a custom ROM right now on the Redmi K20 Pro. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe to the channel down there if you have not yet. This is Tito from KD and Tech signing off for today. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye bye now.